Speaking at the event was a great experience for me and changed my life for the better. Talking at this event allowed me to take place in my own life and allowed me to open up and let go of all the aggression that I've been bottling up for years due to unresolved issues that I had never dealt with. This event is awesome because it allows you to see that you are never truly alone and someone else out there might be going through a similar situation in life as you. This event is awesome because it allows you to have a self-reflection, awareness, and healing in to occur, which is important for moving forward in life. Since speaking at last year's event, I graduated in May with honors from here at Penn State Shenango with a degree in Human Development and Family Studies, and I'm currently enrolled in the Masters of Social Work program at YSU. Now let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Jack Luchetti. The floor is all yours, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, last year this young man gave a moving and deeply personal presentation that I know touched a lot of people in attendance. Can I please get another round of applause for Mr. Alex Morrison today? So, here we all are again. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jack Luchetti, and last year I organized the first annual Stamp Out Stigma presentation at Penn State Shenango. This year I am proud to have had the opportunity to organize the second annual event. We're here today to discuss some uncomfortable topics. We're going to be talking about mental health, substance abuse, and these are, in many circles, taboo subjects. Subjects that are uncomfortable to discuss openly. But that's the purpose of today's presentation. Stamp Out Stigma challenges each of us to transform the dialogue on mental health and addiction from a whisper to a conversation. And that conversation begins today. What is a stigma? You're going to be hearing that word a lot today. A stigma is a mark of disgrace associated with a person, circumstance, or quality. The Stamp Out Stigma initiative has been spearheaded by the American Association for Behavioral Health and Wellness to reduce the stigma surrounding mental illness and substance abuse. Mental health and addiction continue to be rarely spoken of and often misunderstood in America. Yet 1 in 4 Americans will suffer from a mental health issue in a given year, and an estimated 22 million suffer from a substance abuse issue. The odds are, if you're not one of those people, you know someone who is. Mental illness and substance abuse disorders can have a devastating impact. Not only do they inflict great suffering on those who are afflicted and those around them, they can be deadly via suicide, overdose, for example. So why do we need to talk about this? Because 90% of people that do seek a professional intervention report getting better, report an improvement in their overall quality of life. There are people in this room right now who are suffering, and we as a community need to be open and understanding and supportive of those so that they feel comfortable seeking the help that they need. Open conversations about this topic are so important. I made this point last year, but it's worth repeating. There are many polarizing issues facing our society today. Racial equality, gender identity, just to name a few. These are uncomfortable things to talk about. But we have been talking about them as a society. And because of this, we are seeing progress in these areas. It's only when we talk about these subjects that progress can be made. And we need to have these discussions as a people, as a country, as a campus, as a community. Last year, the Sharon Herald featured this event on the front page of their paper. And that was great exposure for this campus, for Community Counseling Center, but most of all for this initiative. I was honored, humbled, proud, and excited to have received that kind of exposure. Now, in their article, I personally was mentioned a few times. And 2 of those mentions referenced that last year I said one of the reasons I was inspired to put on this event was because I had been treated for substance abuse in the past. And that's true. However, it's not my intention to give the impression that I'm cured or that I'm any different than anyone else struggling with mental illness or addiction. Yes, I'm standing here behind a podium, I'm dressed nicely, I'm talking to you about these issues, and I would love to be able to say that I've been clean and sober, that I've been the picture of recovery since I walked out of rehab 3 years ago. I would love to say that. I could say that. I would be lying. I still stumble, I still struggle, I still deal with the same anxiety, depression, and insomnia that I've dealt with my entire life. Last year, not long after the first Stamp Out Stigma presentation, I experienced one of the worst depressive periods of my life. If you were my professor, my classmate, someone that saw me around campus, you know that's true. Nobody saw me for like a week. I didn't really leave my house. My point is that I'm not trying to portray myself as something that I'm not. What I am here to say to you, honestly, is that my life is a whole lot better than it was before I ever sought treatment in the first place. I continue to seek help. I'm a mental health client right now. So to those of you that are suffering, I encourage you to seek treatment. And if you're not afflicted, please be supportive and understanding of those that are. Seeking professional help saves lives. It probably saved mine. Moving forward. Last year I had an opportunity to attend a class on mental health first aid at Community Counseling Center of Mercer County. MHFA, which you all will learn more about here in a moment, teaches laypersons how to recognize and respond to someone with a mental health concern or who is in crisis. I believe so strongly in the efficacy and necessity of this training that I've asked a certified mental health first aid trainer to be here today. I also feel like it really perfectly fits the Stamp Out Stigma message. This lady is extremely enthusiastic and eager to be here today to speak to you about mental health first aid. Please join me in welcoming the Marketing and Community Outreach Coordinator at Community Counseling Center, Ms. Susan Posnar.